Take me please to Telly Land, Daddy don't be mean. Take me to that magic land behind the silver screen, where the girls are always pretty and the sweets are always free. Take me please to Telly Land, that's where I want to be. Take me please to Telly Land, I'm tired of living here. Mum's so stingy with the beans and I'm not here for the beer. But I like the boys that drink it, they're so brave and clean and strong. Take me please to Telly Land, that's where I belong. I love the Telly kittens and the Telly dogs as well, munching meaty chunks so rich and lean. And I'd like to have my tea with a Telly chimpanzee, so I could be a Telly teabag queen. Oh, take me please to Telly Land, where people never smell, where every meal has man appeal and it does you good as well. I'll eat the greens up later if you'll grant this one request. Oh, take me please to Telly Land, in colour would be best. Take me please to Telly Land, where no one ever dies, where everything is new and even peas are a surprise, where a man can prove his manhood by the cereal on his plate. Oh, take me please to Telly Land before it gets too late. We'll have such fun together, the sun will always shine, and you can drive a brand new motor car. Though heaven only knows why all those women with no clothes should make you want to smoke a big cigar. Oh, take me please to Telly Land, fish fingers beckon there. There's a new shampoo that's herbal too for the dandruff in my hair. Just one jump please Daddy through that electronic fence, and we'll be there in Telly Land, you know that it makes sense. Rather late last night, Mr. Jones came home on the 8:45 from Victoria Row. He was rich and fat, with a big bowler hat, and he hated the hippies and the beatniks, oh. Well, he put his key in his mock Tudor door, and he called to his wife, oh, well, I'm home, dear, oh. The train was late, I had to wait. It must be the hippies and the beatniks, oh, but no answer came as he stepped inside, and his daughter came to meet him, oh. Mummy's not here, she's gone, I fear, away with the hippies and the beatniks, oh. Go fill up the tank in the 4-litre jag, 'cause the Mini is not so speedy, oh. And I will drive till I find her alive or dead, with the hippies and the beatniks, oh. Well, he drove north and he drove south, up the motorways and the byways too, till he came soon to a hippie commune, and there he espied Mrs. Jones, oh. What makes you leave your house and your car, the washing machine and the telly, oh. The children 3, not to mention me, to go with the hippies and the beatniks, oh. What care I for my house and my car, the washing machine and the telly, oh. The children 3, for at last I'm free to go with the hippies and the beatniks, oh. And as for you, well, the day I rue, whenever we got married, oh, I'll grow my hair and I'll travel anywhere, along with the hippies and the beatniks, oh. walking down the high street with a dozen pals or more, looking for some aggro, 'cause life is such a bore. We came across this greaser and he tried to run away, so we kicked his silly head in just to pass the time of day, with our great big boots and great long laces, jeans held up by scarlet braces. Don't get in my way or I'll take you for a ride. There's nothing on the top of me head and there's even less inside. I often go to football and it really is a laugh. We usually get some bother in before the second half. We have ourselves a smashing time, we have a lot of fun, especially when the odds is ours by 95 to 1, with our great big boots and great long laces, jeans held up by scarlet braces. Come and join the party, come along with us. We never walk alone 'cause we are so gregarious. Well, I wake up every morning and I have me reggae break, thump me dear old mother and I nearly break her neck. Saunter into town and kick a pensioner or two, then I put fruit gums in the meters. Well, it's something else to do, with me great big boots and great long laces, jeans held up by scarlet braces. Every phone for miles around is smashed to smithereens, and now I'm going out to find some cigarette machines. And when I go to heaven and the angels start to call, I'll go there on me scooter and I'll take me boots and all. I'll take me broken bottle and me lump of lead as well, and I'll give 'em so much bother that they'll send me down to hell, with me great big boots and great long laces, jeans held up by scarlet braces. I know I'll find some bother there, just the kind I like, 'cause the devil is a greaser and he rides a motorbike. Oh, the roses never fade, they will blossom in the shade, and the daffodils last all the summer long. You can hire a plastic bush with an imitation thrush to warble you an automatic song. For the living bloom won't last through the winter's icy blast, and too soon alas wears out its meagre span. So pick up your phone and dial, and summon with a smile the Plastiflora flower rental man. You can decorate your room with orchids in full bloom that with luck should flourish for a year or two. 'Cause when your plants are polystyrene, you can take them to the dry clean and they'll come up again as good as new. But the lily tends to smell and disintegrate as well, in a way that flowers have done since time began. So ensure a fresh display that is free from all decay from the Plastiflora flower rental man. I don't heed the pollen count, there is such a small amount on the petal-perfect posies that I hire. And when the bugs and beetles call, they get no nourishment at all, they just wear out their teeth and then expire. Living flowers can be a nest for a multitude of pests that will soon wreak havoc with your floral plan. So rent a show that's scenic and totally hygienic from the Plastiflora flower rental man. A bumblebee once strayed into my plastic glade, and he poked about there for an hour or two. And then he crept back to his hive, looking more dead than alive, and produced a pot of honey-coloured glue. So forget the birds that sing, bugs that bite and bees that sting, those messy plants you water with a can. Take professional advice, hire a petal paradise from the Plastiflora flower rental man. Lurching along the runway, Costa Brava bound. Same old sinking feeling, we'll never get off the ground. I should have gone to Clacton, my stomach was in a mess, when all of a sudden I spotted the lovely stewardess. Her scarlet lips were sin-shaped, they promised pneumatic bliss. She brought me a gin and tonic, but I really wanted a kiss. Her silky legs hissed softly as she swayed serenely by. An electric conversation between thigh and lovely thigh. Heaven preserve me from a week in Torremolinos, with a kiss me quick brigade in sunny Spain. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, playing bingo and tombola, eating chips and tin paella in the rain. Let's get away to Acapulco, lovely stewardess, and I'll undo my seatbelt just for you. We'll hire a private 707 and fly straight up to heaven, if only you will promise to be true. Drinking plastic coffee in a little plastic plane, to the sound of plastic music, Mantovani strikes again. 7 days of pre-packed pleasure have a tendency to depress. I think I'll just stay on the aeroplane with a lovely stewardess. She was built like a Pirelli calendar, with the eye of a wayward child. The musk that she exuded would have driven a panther wild. I'd have willingly traded my ticket for one lingering caress from the scarlet feline fingernails of the lovely stewardess. But I can't stand another package holiday, where they all go mad when Chelsea beats Madrid, drinking brandy and sangria till it comes out of their ears, and then grumbling when it costs them half a quid. Let them wave their rattles, lovely stewardess, or we will find a gentler game to play. And if you promise to be mine, love, there'll be no pause at half-time, love, when I score at home and you have me away. There's a fat man wedged beside me with chip stains on his tie. He's on his 7th vodka and he's just about to cry. He tells me his wife has left him and his life's in a terrible mess. Oh God, please give me a parachute and I'll jump with my stewardess. Coming into land now, seat belts on again. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's belting down with rain. The moment of truth is approaching in the cold light of the dawn. Will my passion flower be fruitful or simply be stillborn? But I don't want a half-built hacienda, where the ceiling leaks and the showers all run dry. Eating scones in the bodegas just like mother used to feed us, and where the only thing that's Spanish is the fly. Throw away your uniform, lovely stewardess, forget your plastic tray and come with me. And all our baggage we will share, love, and at the customs we'll declare love. And every night I will perform love's duty free. I was strolling along down the high street one day, when I heard this strange rumbling coming my way. I looked over my shoulder to see what was wrong, and I saw this great monster a-trundling along, with a tooralai, ooralai, ooralai. 12 wheels at the front and 12 wheels at the back. Everything had to get out of its track. The houses all shook and began to fall down when the Juggernaut lorry came through our old town, with a tooralai, ooralai, ooralai. Now this diesel-powered dinosaur weighed 22 ton. The fumes from the engine, they blotted out the sun. The noise that it made would awaken the dead. In fact, it made Concord sound like a moped, with a tooralai, ooralai, ooralai. Now I don't mind a carriage that's drawn by a horse, and a ride on a bicycle is quite nice, of course. A bold engine driver I'd like to be, but a Juggernaut lorry is too much for me. Oh, with a tooralai, ooralai, ooralai. So come all you bold citizens, wherever you are, when you see that Juggernaut, get ready for war. We'll block up the highways and cobble the streets, and maybe the monster will shake itself to bits. Oh, with a toor-a-lie, or-a-lie, or-a-lie. It's a Sunday supplement world. 25 minutes from town, there's a new Aston Martin halfway up the drive. If the Alfa Romeo breaks down, the dog kennel's centrally heated, and Jennifer's bought a new horse, and Mummy and Daddy are both holding hands, not with each other, of course. In that Sunday supplement world, the brandy's 20 years old. Grandfather's eyes have that double-glazed look. The cigarettes are pure gold. Justin has just joined the army. A man's life is waiting for him. He's opted for arduous training to chat up the birds and drink gin. Stereo setups in perspex and teak, wall-to-wall carpeted loo. Everyone's earning 500 a week. What is a poor man to do in that Sunday supplement world? The security edges are gilt. It's a Kruger and vision of heaven on earth, and it's all insured up to the hilt. There's a cocktail bar shaped like a bookcase, where the vodka is languidly poured. There's an au pair girl under the duvet, just in case Daddy gets bored. In that Sunday supplement world, the blue nun lasts right the meal through. Daddy's invited his boss for a bite to show him what Mummy can do. Daddy's in line for promotion, so everything's got to be right. And if the shish kebab comes up to standard, the boss can have Mummy tonight. Habitat furnishings, book clubs galore, everything follows the trend. Secrets revealed of the Second World War, driving me right round the bend. So farewell to the supplement world, I'm cancelling you right away. Sundays can start to be Sundays again, there will be nothing to pay. Farewell to my villa on Corfu, I can't be a supplement man. I'm going to reorder the Beano, 'cause I prefer Desperate Dan. Sitting in the garden in me little noddy suit, with a sparrow on me fishing rod and frogs born in me boot. It's pouring down with rain, I've got water on the brain, but I sit here by the pond like King Canute. The kids have knocked me nose off, me beard is getting thin when I think of what they do to me. It really is a sin. There's a pigeon I can see, and he's aiming straight for me, while the gardener strikes his matches on me shin. Long ago I used to be a king upon a throne, but I met a wicked fairy and she turned me into stone. Now I have to sit here in the garden all alone. Oh, it's not much fun being a gnome. Sitting here and fishing, but the fishes never bite, and anyway it's been so long I've lost me appetite. It really is a strain. There's that pigeon back again. Has anybody got some dynamite? Now there's a dog that comes to see me every evening after tea. I used to wonder why he was so very fond of me, but then I found out why, 'cause it hit me in the eye. Have you ever been mistaken for a tree? My hat is full of cobwebs, me doublet doesn't fit, Sitting on this toadstool, I feel a proper twit. No one comes to talk to me, it makes me want to spit. It's not much fun being a gnome, but I'll just sit here in the garden in my little noddy suit, with a sparrow on my fishing rod and tadpoles in me boot, and it's still pouring down with rain. I've got water on the brain, but I'll stay here by the pond like King Canute. Rule Britannia, I'll stay here by the pond like King Canute. Night is falling on the city. Empty buildings close their eyes. Concrete forests in the moonlight shiver under darkening skies. Two black monster towers dwarf us, controlling all within their view. The international headquarters of Multigrab and Unibrew. In the towers grey men haggle, growing richer every year, putting people into concrete, pouring water into beer. We'll pull all the houses down, sir, office blocks are good for you. Then in our beer your sorrows drown, sir. Signed Multigrab and Unibrew. Decent bitter brings no profit, quality's a losing game. Fill the pubs with crisps and Muzak, they'll keep drinking just the same. Sorry that the old town's dead, sir, we did what we had to do. But see the money that's been made, sir, by Multigrab and Unibrew. Plastic beer in plastic barrels, brewed by men with plastic brains. It's good for getting rid of dandruff, good for cleaning out the drains. See the neon signs are glowing, where once the trees and the flowers grew. Day by day the power is growing of Multigrab and Unibrew. Little old lady dog, she's rather long in the tooth. Forsooth, she's a bit of a bitch, but she's quite sure which side her bread is buttered on. She snuffles on. She likes chocolate biscuits, recognises the tin therein, though they make her fat. She is still pleased that I continue buying them, supplying them. No alley dog ever seduced her. She simply turned up her nose. To a pedigree pup I introduced her. She just sat there and froze. Little Miss Lonely Heart chewing on a smelly old bone. Alone do you reminisce on what you have missed? Do you sometimes wonder why life passes you by? Canny old canine cadger with rheumatic-y legs. She begs though she wobbles about, she can still sniff out anything that's edible. Incredible, she never makes advances, never does anything rude. She doesn't fancy her chances, 'cause all she wants is food. Oh, pert little pedigree pudding with the cormorant eye. You try to pretend you don't care that the crisps are there on the table so temptingly for you and me. Funny old faithful female, you always knew I was quite fond of you, so I'll leave you alone with your smelly old bone, which means so much to you. I'm as pure as a petal and as perfect as a rose, and I never sweat and I never pick my nose. I was brought by a stork I never saw a bed, and I'll never, never die, 'cause I'm already dead. Oh dear, oh, what am I going to do? I just don't understand what the world is coming to. I'm as clean as a whistle and as sterile as the sand. If you prick me I won't bleed, I've a Bible in my hand. I suspect sex is wrong and God is on my side, but I'll never, never know, 'cause I've never, never tried. Knickers on the telly, bottoms on the stage, all this titillation, well it makes me feel me age. Now there's a play up in London that I just don't understand, so it must be obscene and I'm going to get it banned. In my prim little mind there's one nagging doubt, maybe there are some things on which I'm missing out. Oh dear, oh, what am I going to do? I just don't understand what the world is coming to. Now I love Julie Andrews, she really is a dear, and I go and see The Sound of Music 20 times a year. Why can't we all be wholesome? That's what life is for. Why can't everybody else be such a bloody bore? And it's oh dear, oh, what am I going to do? I just don't understand what the world is coming to. I'll never be permissive, some things I can't allow, and even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. So we'll burn all the books, put the film upon the fire, turn off the telly, 'cause it just inflames desire. Put my life in cold storage, my passions on the ice, 'cause if I ever once gave in, it might be rather nice. And oh dear, oh, what am I going to do? I just don't understand what the world is coming to. I got the Fighting Cocks metal box, battery driven blues. I'm overweight, celebrate, so don't tread on my blue suede shoes. Chicks all around me, raring to go, but they're all locked away. It's so frustrating, I'm tired of waiting, 'cause all they do is lay. I got the shut away, never play, wait for execution blues. I never saw the light at a fight, never even read the news. Time's a wasting, I've hardly got room enough to draw a breath. In just 1 week or more, I'm heading for an automatic death. I got the never speak, lost me beak, artificial rooster blues. I haven't got a voice, got a choice, nothing to win or lose. 1,000 Sunday dinners all in a row on the production line. We're so computerized, anesthetized, so everything should be fine. But I got the overfed, lie abed, stuffed up to me ear old blues. I'm in a groove, never move, think I'm going to have a snooze. So even if the prospect sickens, remember us poor chickens. I got the plastic bag, what a drag, frozen over ready blues. Now Fred was a computer, made of stainless steel so bright. He was always tackling problems, but he never got them right. 2 and 2 were never 4, they usually made 10. So poor old Fred was sent to bed to work it out again. And Fred was wrong, what a carry on, it really caused a fuss. Oh, when a £1,000,000 computer failed the 11 plus. Fred went to work for the gas board, his tapes went round and round, till a poor old pensioner got a bill for £40,000. They tried him on the GPO, but there he was a failure, for when you dial the man next door you were connected to Australia. And Fred was wrong, what a carry on, he tried to do his bit, but the simple fact remains that poor old Frederick was a twit. They sent him to a marriage bureau because they hoped that he could try his hand arranging some compatibility. An 18-year-old hippie came looking for a mate, and Fred fixed him up with a Salvation Army major of 98. And Fred was wrong, what a carry on, they left him on the shelf. Oh, when a beauty queen came on the scene, he proposed to her himself. Now Fred felt quite dejected, very sad and blue, till the Minister of Defence came and said, well, he's cheap, so happen he'll do. A flock of geese went flying, Fred thought it was the bomb, so the button was pressed and you can guess the rest, and that's the end of the song. And Fred was dead, really dead, smashed to smithereens. So if you want to stay alive, never trust machines. Born and raised in the town of Eastbourne, in between the country and the sea, where the bath chairs rumble slowly down the high street as the little old ladies go out for their tea. There's an aspidistra atmosphere surrounds you, and it makes a fella kinda warm inside. But there's a lonely heart a-beating down in Eastbourne, and someday I'm going back there for my bride. So take me back to Eastbourne, that's where I belong. Take me back to Eastbourne, and I'll be singing a country song. Quit my rambling around, 'cause I'm Eastbourne bound. Now I wish to God that I had stayed in Eastbourne, but I had to quench a fire in my soul. And I met this gambling man who came from Brighton, and he took me to the Hotel Metropole. Now from the start, the cards were stashed against me, and I didn't see the harm that he did intend, till I took my stick of Eastbourne rock and I slugged him. That gambling man came to a sticky end. So take me back to Eastbourne, that's where I belong. Take me back to Eastbourne, I'll be singing a country song. Quit my rambling around, 'cause I'm Eastbourne bound. So I started out upon the road to ruin, and I soon became the terror of the coast. For from Little Hampton all the way to Dover. I was the man that they all fear the most. Them pretty girls all worshipped and adored me. I was a kind of southern desperate Dan. Just a one look at my stick of rock and they tremble. That's how they came to call me Candyman. So take me back to Eastbourne, that's where I belong. Take me back to Eastbourne, and I'll be singing a country song. Quit my rambling around, 'cause I'm Eastbourne bound. Now I've done my time in jail, and I'm heading homewards, back to that little old Eastbourne promenade. I'm gonna buy myself a villa called Dunroman, and I'll hang my stick of a rock up in the yard. I'll grow a sweet magnolia in the patio, and I'll settle down with dear old Cindy Lou, and I'll join the young conservatives of Eastbourne, and that's the only time that I'll feel blue. So take me back to Eastbourne, that's where I belong. Take me back to Eastbourne, and I'll be singing a country song. Quit my rambling around, 'cause I'm Eastbourne bound.